And we are once again to Slime Isekai Memories. Today, we are here continuing the main story, Chapter 29, Demon Lord's Daily Life. Last time, Tempest was starting research and production of their new defense system to hopefully keep away monsters from the road and I guess all around Tempest. So now they basically have barriers that protect them if monsters try and attack, and I guess it's going to also be fueled by all the monsters' extra magicules. So let's see if this is more of the Holy Knights planning something, maybe another faction. Alright, I guess that's all for today's meeting. Oh, I almost forgot. Update us on how your plan's going, Diablo. Yes, certainly. Allow me to explain. First of all, regarding Yume, I think it will be difficult to negotiate with royals and nobles. This is kind of funny. King Edward is trying to teach him how to have proper manners. And he's like, just let me eat. And he's like, nope, you must use the proper spoon and forks to eat this. I would have thought King Edward would have been pretty depressed, but I guess when Master Diablo is telling him what to do in trying to groom Yume to be the next king. That is why I am having Edomalis educate him. Depending on how things unfold, it might be a good idea to bring Edomalis on board. Yeah, maybe. As for Edward, the younger brother and successor, it seems that he's been lurking around behind the scenes. But he needs months to reorganize the army and get things going, right? I'm taking measures to encourage him to hurry it up since I want this to wrap up quickly. Damn, Diablo is just evil. He's literally encouraging his enemy and probably also helping him physically. Like, probably giving him some extra money or sending soldiers to hear about King Edward's troubles so they can try and make some money to then just crush them all later. So he's helping Edward just to crush him, which is just code of Diablo. Huh? Do we need to prepare for something? No problems there. I have let Benimaru organize the forces we will deploy. Yes, we are all set to go there. One force that will mingle with the general public and make its presence known, and one force operating in the shadows. Also, I wouldn't call it a problem, but Rayhem has yet to return. Rayhem? You gave him my message, right? Did he not receive it or something? No. I gave him the crystal ball and sent him to the capital of Ingresia accompanied by an agent. We are expecting a report when Rayhem returns. And yet, the report has yet to arrive? Did they kill him to shut him up, maybe? No, I have not detected any such thing as of yet. My unique skill, Tempter, can seize the soul of anyone it has thrall over the moment they die. Well, it's fine as long as he's alive. Just as long as he hasn't been silenced, and we have to take the blame for it. But man, what a pain! There's just too little information to accurately read the situation. Seems a little negligent by Rimuru. It's fine as long as he's alive, and just as long as he hasn't been silent and we take the blame for it. Who knows if this guy is getting tortured for the information that he has on Tempest. My apologies. Attempting to infiltrate Roburios is, sadly, a dangerous proposition. No, don't apologize. Moreover, Hinata's there too. Seriously, nothing good ever happens when you push yourself too hard. Hinata Sakaguchi. As long as the Western Holy Church doesn't get involved, Diablo's plan shouldn't fail. Personally, I would prefer to have this dispute firmly settled. You know, Great Rimuru, we were attacked while you were fighting the Saint Hinata. These attacks were undoubtedly timed, and someone needs to plan that out in advance. Plus, Clayman himself hinted at the presence of someone behind the scenes. That he, right? Indeed. We must consider the possibility that they will make a move. Yes, they're definitely an enemy we must keep our eyes on. Yeah, and if that guy's involved, Hinata might take action too. Do you think it's possible that Hinata came after me? Not by her own will, but because someone else had ordered a hit on me? What do you mean? I'm gonna be honest. I find it hard to believe that she would follow someone else's orders. You're absolutely right. The only figure Hinata, the captain of the Holy Knights, would obey is the god Luminous. It's a well-known fact that even the Emperor can't get a word in when it comes to her. Yeah, I'm not surprised. She hardly ever listens to what anyone else has to say. Are you saying that was purely a coincidence that the timing coincided? It's possible that someone instigated it, but it's hard to imagine someone actually giving orders to Hinata. Am I right? Exactly. This instigator explored the kingdom of Falmoth, manipulated Demon Lord Clayman, and tried to destroy our nation. But they don't have the power to manipulate Hinata at their disposal. Then do you think that the Western Holy Church won't make a move this time, Great Rimuru? That's the thing. I made it clear we don't want to instigate anything. With that in mind, Hinata would be foolish as to turn on Tempest, knowing that she'd have to handle both me and Veldora. Hinata said that we were a hindrance. That's because the Western Holy Church, or should I say, the Luminism doctrine does not allow for humans to coexist with monsters. But maybe it's not just that. Notice, the possibility that various motives are involved has increased. All these events are somehow intertwined. However, I presume they did not all occur under a single party's directive. Meaning? Answer. The nations, individuals, circumstances, and other factors, though their interests may seem to be aligned, there are also contradictions. So it would be unnatural to assume that it all has been manipulated by a single mastermind. Ah, so there's more than one mastermind behind this. Right, that makes more sense. Clayman despised us, but he also tried to use us. That's why he would have been happy to see me go at it with Hinata, so that one of us would fall. The Kingdom of Falmouth also didn't like me being the Chancellor. They must have wanted me to be taken down by Hinata. As for Hinata, she's someone who strictly follows the doctrine, so there's no way she wasn't going to try to eliminate a monster like me. And just like that, the three parties' motives aligned, and the die was cast. As a result, I managed to escape Hinata, Falmouth fell, and Clayman perished. The instigator behind the scenes must be busy trying to rebuild their military strength from scratch. Would they even try to fight us head-on in their current state? Answer: the possibility of that happening is slim. If the mastermind's strength overwhelmed that of Clayman, they would have intervened much earlier. Meaning, there's no point in them trying to take me down. Besides, someone who's been moving in the shadows all this time isn't suddenly going to make a move out in the open. Notice, you must not forget there is a high possibility that multiple figures may be working behind the scenes. True. If there are any other masterminds, then things could very well start moving regardless of Hinata's motives. So are you saying that, since the interests of multiple parties are involved, we should assume that the decisions aren't being made by Hinata alone? We'll observe, Diablo. Perhaps we may have gotten it all wrong. What do you mean? Like Diablo said, there may be more than one mastermind behind this. And it could be that their interests aren't currently aligned, causing them to be unable to reach an agreement. I see. Wow, you're incredible, Great Rimuru. So you think the instigator Clayman spoke of is in cahoots with the masterminds? That I'm not sure of. It would be too dangerous to act simply on assumptions when we don't have all the intel. It would make sense if Hinata was not acting on orders, but rather, due to some kind of tie. Hehehe. They shall go do some investigating again. The man who provided Edo Malice with intel was apparently a merchant. But now that I think of it, that's about as suspicious as it gets. Wait, a merchant? What is it? War generates money, so there's always going to be war profiteers. I think it's quite plausible that these merchants of war would be working in the shadows to make profits. Incredible! Shuna, I want you to go through all the financial records recovered from Clayman's castle and identify every merchant that has come and gone. I am. Diablo, find out all the merchants who do business with Falmouth. As you wish, my lord. Benimaru, carefully select and reassemble our reinforcements. Make sure we're ready for whatever comes our way. Yes, I shall have it done. Rigard, we're gonna have a huge festival, so I want you to work on the preparations. You know I will! Guild, put all your energy into your work. Of course. Hikaru, I want you to be Benimaru's advisor. Understood. Gabriel, you help out Rigard. Yes, sir! And Rigard, tighten the security in town in preparation for the arrival of various races. Roger that. As for Shion... Oh yeah! You can be my bodyguard along with Ranga. Good? Yes! And thus, despite my having turned into a demon lord, the meeting proceeded as usual and came to an end. This line is a little weird, despite my having turned into a demon lord. Despite me having turned into a demon lord? Yeah, I think this is a little bit of a translation or spelling error. I think that my is supposed to be me. Sorry for the wait. Now, let us begin. Wow, that was a lot of words just for a bit of setup. So that is the Omen. And we're about to get into some original story stuff, so let's see how this goes. The power level is a little reduced from the last fight we had. So I'm guessing this is going to be about either Isis, maybe Cliche, or Shinsha. We'll see who this has anything to do with. Because it would be nice seeing what Isis and Shinsha are now doing. That they're free to do whatever they want. Yep, let's just go with my normal space team. See how we're able to do with this. And we're a little weak, but it shouldn't be a problem. Am I in the mirror world? That's right. It sure is a lonely place, isn't it? Huh? Are you stupid or something? I made this place. I can easily get out. What? Wait, seriously? I'm trapped? The mirror world is currently in my stomach. Mother gave it to me. The technique's been rewritten to my own laws, so only I can unlock it. You've got to be kidding me! Let me out! Just let me out already! I'll need some special kind of power to escape from here. The kind that can distort Shinsha's unique laws and transcend this space itself. I thought no such power would exist here, but... Interesting. A tower that endlessly amplifies delusions with mirrors that are facing each other, huh? Who'd have thought there'd be something like this hidden here? Is Tower of Isis, or... I forget what the proper name of it is called, but that side event mode that you can play. It is pretty interesting at how this game includes some side events that connect to the main story, and are also making some side modes, I guess, canon now, because it was super weird at how Tower of Isis was. Like, it seemed like a random scheme by Isis to trap Rimuru, but after doing that, it seemed like he was trapped in the tower for a long time because Tower of Isis is long since you're trying to get through all the floors. And there, Rimuru's meeting basically every clone version that Isis made up to this point. So I don't know how that side mode fits into the proper timeline of this game, considering Rimuru was already a demon lord at that time. But shortly after he became a demon lord, he already dealt with Isis. Because right after the octagram and him getting his power up is when he sealed Isis's dragon form, and then Isis went on her journey for a couple of months, traveling around trying to find her people. And then they became friends after that. So yeah, the canonicity of Tower of Isis is really weird, but it seems like they're bringing in the concept into the main story now. That barrier is pretty solid. This may require a bit of ingenuity to get inside. This tower must have been a real nuisance. After all, not even Isis could have controlled it. If the wrong person were to get inside, it would trigger an unpredictable chain of delusions. But me? I think I can control it. Alright, let's dispel this barrier. She thinks she can control it, but she is gonna create something even worse. Imagine if a clone version of her is created. Now I'm going to acquire a ton of mana. Ha 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 ha. Benimaru, I heard you sent the POWs and lycanthropes back to the village. But who's escorting them? I chose 2 people I can honestly trust. Well, actually, they volunteered themselves. What do you mean? You see... Choose us! We'd love to escort them. We? Are you sure about that? I mean, we've been enjoying all the good food, the nice hot springs, and everyone's been treating us so well, so it's only natural that we return the favor. I don't think Isis is expecting to do any work while she lives in Tempest, because she is not a normal citizen or normal executive. Like, they live in this weird spot where they're good friends with the Chancellor and most of the executives. So I'm pretty sure she thinks she can just coast off Rimuru and just live however she wants. Are they just given money to spend in Tempest? Or is just everything given for free? That's what I want to know. Right, Mother? Oh, so you're including me in that as well. Huh. I'm not trying to force you to. Sigh. Fine. If my daughter must insist, I'll do it. That is actually really cute. She has fully accepted Shinsha as her daughter, and is calling her her daughter. Alright. I want you two to take one road each. Then... Roger that! And that's the gist of what happened. Sounds like them. Well, that's good to know. They're more than qualified to serve as escorts. What? A night spider? I wasn't expecting to see such a large spider here. Let's run for it. Eh? Shush. She knocked it out with a slap. These things taste good boiled. I ought to store it for later in the mirror. It disappeared. Huh? What's with this spider? That's pretty cool. So Isis still has access to the mirror world. So Shinsha and Isis both control it. From what we saw in that first flashback, I thought it was just Shinsha that was gonna have control of it, and that Isis still has mirror powers, but not access to the mirror world. So they can just both throw stuff in there. Who the heck sent this thing here? Seriously, don't you know I'm busy? Paradox Pierce! Jeez, is someone trying to cause me trouble? She's acting as if she don't know who her jailers are. I feel Isis would be petty enough to throw monsters in to attack Cliche. But Shinsha, I don't feel like she would do it maliciously. But she would still believe her stomach / the mirror world is in her arsenal and would use it just casually and accidentally throw some monsters in without realizing that Cliche is in there and has to fight them. It's so hard to walk here. 1 second. Predator Pedal. It disappeared. I ate it all. What? What? Since when did this place become a dumpster? You... I'll blow you away! I can't quite understand Shinsha's reason for using the Predator Pedal. From the sound of it, it sounded like she was trying to make it easier for the POWs to travel. How did she eat these monsters? Like, I guess the giant dirt boulder, whatever she was trying to eat, had the monsters under her. Damn, why are they all coming for Violet? But yeah, that's just how it kind of sounds. That she was just trying to clear the way, make it easier for them to travel. But just so happened to eat these monsters. Yeah, I forgot if she had an AoE attack or if it was a single target. Damn, they survived it? Well, at least they couldn't survive that. Damn, this thing's actually quite strong. Hardly any damage from an ult. Well, now I have 3 more ults. Damn, kinda sucks that all 3 of them have AoE ults. I want to do more damage to this thing. Alright, at least Gi was able to finish it. Alright, let's see if there's a second cutscene or if that's it. Hey! What happened to that spider I was keeping in storage? Oh, I forgot about that woman. Maybe she did something to it. I wonder if that woman's behaving herself. I bet she's not. Well, let's just hope she's not scheming something. Why would they just not check on her? Because they can all go into the mirror realm and would have no trouble fighting her. Well, maybe Isis would have trouble fighting her. She's trapped in that world, but they didn't depower her. I don't think Shinsha would have a hard time fighting Cliche in that world. But everyone else, I think, would. So as long as Shinsha and anybody else went into that world, they could probably be checking on Cliche, making sure she's not doing anything bad. Actually, Emilus is in that world. Why isn't he checking on her? Like, we already saw that they were together inside Shinsha's stomach, or in the mirror world, wherever they were, talking. So whatever trouble happens in the next chapter, or the next big problem, it's literally gonna be Isis, Rimuru, Shinsha, and Emilus' fault for not checking in on her. They have the power to go check it out, but refuse to because they're too busy with their other stuff. Like, literally, Isis and Shinsha are not doing anything that important. Rimuru, I can understand. Emilus, I can't understand. He's literally in that world, just trapped there with her. I hope you guys are enjoying Slime Isekai Memories. And if you guys are, please make sure to follow me on all my social medias like my Twitter, my Twitch, my YouTube, my DLive, my TikTok, my Kick, Rumble, Odyssey, and Patreon. And check out my second YouTube channel. And like and comment on all my videos. And even join my Discord. There you can stay up to date with everything I choose to do, where my streams, videos, or anything else. But yeah, I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.